If you've ever been on a flight and heard words that made absolutely no sense to you, this video is for you. Aviation has its own language, and most people, including some who work in the industry, are using it wrong. Here are the top 10 aviation terms you're probably saying wrong, and what they actually mean. Number 1, squawk. Most people think this is just pilot slang for talking on the radio. Wrong. Squawk is a 4-digit transponder code assigned by air traffic control to identify a specific aircraft on radar. When ATC says Squawk 7700, that's the universal emergency code. Squawk 7500 means hijacking. Squawk 7600 means radio failure. These are not random numbers, they are internationally recognized distress codes. So next time you hear squawk, it's not casual conversation, it's identification. Number 2, Mayday. Everyone knows Mayday means emergency, but what most people don't know is that it has a very specific legal definition. Mayday is declared when there is grave and imminent danger requiring immediate assistance. It must be said 3 times. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. It triggers an immediate mandatory response from every aircraft and controller within radio range. It is not used lightly, and it is never used for minor issues. That's what Pan-Pan is for, but we'll get to that. Number 3, Deadhead. Not what you're thinking. A deadhead is a crew member, pilot, engineer, or cabin crew, who is traveling on a flight as a passenger for positioning purposes. They're being repositioned to another airport to operate a different flight. They're not working on that particular flight, they're passengers. Airlines do this constantly to manage crew resources across their network. Nothing sinister, no connection to the band. Number 4, heavy. If you've ever heard ATC say Emirates 123 heavy, the word heavy has nothing to do with the aircraft's weight or how full it is. Heavy is a wake turbulence category. It means the aircraft has a maximum takeoff weight of over 136,000 kilograms. These aircraft produce significant wake turbulence, dangerous invisible air disturbances behind them. A TC uses the heavy call sign to ensure adequate separation between aircraft. It's a safety designation, not a commentary on the meal service. Number 5, FOD, foreign object debris, or foreign object damage depending on context. FOD is any object, a bolt, a tool, a piece of plastic, a stone on the runway, that has the potential to damage an aircraft or engine. FOD walks are a routine part of airport and hangar operations. Engineers literally walk the ramp and runway looking for anything that shouldn't be there. A single bolt ingested into a jet engine can cause catastrophic damage. FOD is taken extremely seriously. It is not a person, it is not slang. It is a genuine safety hazard. Number 6, MEL, Minimum Equipment List. We covered this in a previous video, but it's worth repeating here because it's so misunderstood. When passengers hear that a flight is delayed due to a technical issue, they often assume the aircraft is broken and unsafe. In many cases, the aircraft is perfectly legal to dispatch under the MEL. The MEL defines exactly which items can be inoperative, for how long, and under what conditions. It is not a loophole. It is an engineering-approved, authority-approved safety document. An aircraft dispatched under MEL is legal, safe, and certified. Number 7, pushback. Most passengers think pushback is simply the aircraft reversing away from the gate. It is significantly more than that. Pushback is a controlled ground operation involving coordination between the flight crew, the pushback crew, ground engineers, ATC, and sometimes airport operations. The aircraft is pushed by a specialized tug vehicle. Communications follow a strict protocol. Engineers walk alongside monitoring clearances. It is one of the most operationally complex moments of any flight, and most passengers are barely watching. Number 8, airworthy. People use this word to mean safe to fly, and while safety is part of it, the actual definition is more precise. An aircraft is airworthy when it conforms to its approved type design and is in a condition for safe operation. That means every component, every system, every document must comply with the applicable regulations. An aircraft can be technically functional but not airworthy if its paperwork isn't correct. Airworthiness is as much about compliance as it is about mechanical condition. As an AME, this word is the foundation of everything I do. Number 9, Pan-Pan. Often confused with Mayday buzzword, but they are very different. Pan-Pan is an urgency call. It means there is a serious situation that requires assistance, but there is no immediate danger to life. Engine running rough, but aircraft still flying normally. Pan-Pan. Medical issue on board that needs priority landing? Pan-Pan. If the situation deteriorates and life is now at risk, it escalates to Mayday. The distinction matters enormously. Using the wrong call wastes emergency resources and can delay response to genuine distress calls. Number 10. Rotate. When you're sitting on a runway and you hear the pilot's call rotate, most passengers think the aircraft is turning. It is not. Rotate is the call out for the moment the pilot pulls back on the controls and the nose of the aircraft lifts off the ground. It marks the precise moment the aircraft transitions from ground vehicle to aircraft. The speed at which rotation occurs is called VR, is calculated before every single flight based on weight, temperature, runway length, and conditions. When you hear rotate, you are about to leave the ground. Every time. So why does any of this matter? Because language shapes understanding. When you know what these words actually mean, you start to see aviation differently. You understand that every word used in aviation has a precise definition for a reason. Precision in language prevents ambiguity. Ambiguity in aviation costs lives. The people who designed this language, the ICAO, standardized phraseology, the regulatory definitions, the operational terminology, they did it deliberately. Every word was chosen, every definition was tested. As an aircraft maintenance engineer working under GCAA regulations, I use this language every single day, and it matters every single time. So there you have it, the top 10 aviation terms most people get wrong. If you learned something today, hit subscribe. I break down aviation in a way that actually makes sense. See you in the next one.